Assalamu alaikum. This is teacher Iman Al-Khaldi explaining some exercise about factorial. Number 1, if 5 plus x factorial equals 24, then we need to prove that x equals -1. You are going to equal some factorials from left side and right side to use this property, which is saying if a factorial equals to b factorial, then this a will be equals to b. So let's do it. 5 plus x factorial all can be equal to 4 factorial, and we get it from here exactly. From here, which we discussed it before. 4 factorial equals to 24. So let's use it. 4 factorial. Now you can cancel this factorial from the right and from the left to keep 5 plus x all equals 4. To get x, you have to move 5 to the other side, and that will give you x alone equals 4 minus 5, so x equals -1. That will make it true. In the second, do the same. Here, x factorial equals 4 factorial. Cancel factorial from here and there, and that will give you x equals to 4. Then you will replace, instead of x4 plus 1 factorial, that will give you 5 factorial, and this will be 120 according to the factorials. And that will make it true also. In number 3, we can see that we have 2 factorial, which is 2, multiplied by 3 factorial, which is 6, will give you 12 from the left side. And if you compare it with the right side, you will get 720. And that won't be equal. So, because 6 factorial is 6 times like this, if you would like to explain it more. Here, this means 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and that will give you 720 and won't be equal. So it is false. And we said before that if you have factorial multiplied by another, you can't multiply them and make it with 1 factorial. In number 4, we are going to say if we have 3 times n factorial equals to 360, then we need to prove that n equals to 4. You can divide 3 in both sides, here and there, and this is allowed. That will give you n factorial to the left and 120 to the right. That means you are going to change 120 to 5 factorial and cancel factorial from right and left. That will give you n equals to 5. Then you can see that n equals to 4 is false because n should be equals to 5, which is false. In number 5, if we have a in a bracket and it is multiplied by 2a minus 1 factorial equals to 360. We need to prove that a factorial equals to 720. You can look to what do you have inside the bracket. You have 2a minus 1, and here you don't have similar as we said before. We said before to deal with this factorial and another factor beside it bigger than it, it should have similar or same factor. So here I don't have 2 with an a. So I think it's better for you to multiply 2 to the left side to make it similar factor. But if you multiply 2 to the left, you have to multiply to the right. So we're going to say that multiply 2 to both sides. That will make it 2 times a, and 2a minus 1 factor equals 2 times 360. I can see that this factor is smaller than this one, which is before. Now we said, according to the story of the fish, we are going to let the small fish swallowed inside the biggest. So that means we are going to get only the biggest one, like this. This will get inside it and disappear. So only we will have 2a with the factorial, which is the biggest fish gonna appear, and others will disappear. That all will give you 720, which will be 6 factorial. With a 2a factorial, let's cancel factorials here and there, and then we can say that we have 2a alone equals to 6. Divide both sides by 2 here and there, that will make a equals to 3. This is not the end. We need to use this 3 with the factorial according to the question. That will give you 6, not 720, and that will make it false. In question number 6, we can see that we have a division between, or a ratio between, factorial up bigger than another down. So we have to start by expanding the biggest. So this is the way. Expand the biggest factorial. Which is that up. So I can write now n plus 1, which is the biggest factor, and before it, it will be n alone, because we said that before 1, you will have 0. But keep it with the factor, without, because we need to reach till the smallest one, which is n minus 1. This keep it with the factor because it is similar to that down. And you're gonna write that down as it is, and that will allow you to cancel them. What is left? You can have n plus 1 times n. You can expand them easily by multiplying n by each, and that will give you n squared plus n, which is exactly similar to the answer. That will make it true. Now, in number 7, we can do similar. Expand the biggest factor, which is up, n plus 3 factor divided by n plus 1 factorial. So let's start by the biggest, which is n plus 3, which is the first factor. Next, we have n plus 2, 3, then 2, then 1, n plus 1, then 0. But we have to stop here because it becomes similar to that down, and that will allow us to cancel them like this. These together are similar, so I can cancel them easily like this, and that will let us write n plus 3 with n plus 2. To expand this bracket, I can multiply each n times n and n times 2, then 3 times n, then 3 times 2, and that will give you n squared plus 2n plus 3n plus 6. By adding like terms, you can get n squared plus 5n plus 6. By comparing the signs that you have, here plus and here minus, these are different, and that will make it false. In number 8, if you have 2x plus 1 factorial equals to 1, then he is telling you that x equals negative 1 over 2. Try to focus on the word f and then. Here, if it is mentioned in a question like true or false, you have to be sure that he will give you all values of x. All values of x. If one of them is missing, it will be false. Let's start by the given. The given is here 2x plus 1 factorial equals to 1. I can say that either 2x plus 1 factorial will be equals to 1 factorial, or 2x plus 1 factorial is equal to 0 factorial, because 0 factorial also will give you 1. I can now cancel these factorial from here and there, and that will give you 2x plus 1 alone equals to 1. By moving this one to the other side, you can get 0, and that will give you 2x equals 0. Divide both sides by 2, you can get x equals to 0. Here you can have also, after cancelling this factorial, you can get 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Move the 1 to the other side, you can get 2x equals negative 1. Divide both sides by 2, you can have x equal negative 1 over 2. And this answer exactly here mentioned, which is that one. But he didn't mention the other answer. So according to the word, then he's supposed to tell about all values of x. If one of them is not mentioned, so it will be false. And here, if you're going to think about replacing x equals negative half inside the given like this, you will do a big mistake, because you're going to find it true, and it is not true for all values because you don't know what about the other values. So I prefer to do not do replacement. It is better for you to solve from the given to get all values. Let's go to number 9. We can see that we have different factors here and there, which are a plus 2 factorial divided by a factorial. We are going to start by the biggest, which is a plus 2 factorial. Let's expand it. A plus 2 is the first factor, then minus it by 1 to get a plus 1, then stop at a factorial because we have it down, and that will be easy to be cancelled. But try to focus on the word f. That means you have to work all from here to there. So don't mess the right side. Work it in the same time. You can now think about cancelling a factorial with a factorial to get exactly a plus 2 times a plus 1. And according to what do you have, you can see that you have 2 consecutive factors. The biggest is a plus 2 and the smallest, which is before, a plus 1. So think about in an easy way, about 2 factors will give you 72. You can find 9 and 8, and that can help you to equal the biggest one with the biggest, like this exactly. Take 9 and equal it by a plus 2, or you can take 8 and equal it with a plus 1. It's enough to deal with one of them, because you will get the same value for a. So I start with a plus 2 equals to 9. By moving 2 to the other side, you can get a equals 9 minus 2, which will give you 7. Go back and see what he give you. He is telling you that a equals to 7, and that will make it true. In 10, we have f a x factorial minus half x factorial will give you 12. Then x equals to 4. You can think about the given first and focus on it like this. F from here to there. I can see that I have x factorial here and there. So I can move them all or try to simplify them by taking x factorial as a common factor. So here take x factorial as highest common factor. That will give you x factorial like this. And before I have 1 minus half. This all in the left side, and in the right side I have a 12. If you subtract 1 minus half, you will get half with x factorial. That all will give you 12. You can also make it as x factorial over 2 equals 12 over 1. Do a cross multiplication if you would like to, and that will give you x factorial equals 24. Think about which factorial will give you 24. You can find it is 4. Cancel them, and you can get x equals 4, and this is what he said. So it is true. In number 11, we can see that if we have a 3 plus n over 2 factorial equals to 27, we need to prove that n equals 6. Let's now move this 3 to the other side. That will make n over 2 factorial equals 27 minus 3. If you did, you will subtract them to get 24. Let's now change this 24 to be 4 factorial and cancel factorial here and there to get easily n over 2 equals 4. Make it over 1 to do a cross multiplication easily. And that will give you n equals 8, which is different than here, and that will make it false. Thank you for listening. Good luck.